Here is a question I want you to sit with for a moment. What if the reason your body is not where you want it to be, the fatigue, the chronic tension, the weight that will not shift, the pain that keeps returning, has almost nothing to do with what you eat or how much you move? What if the root cause is energetic? And what if it can be addressed directly, precisely, and quickly? I am Pavla Blackmore, certified Yuen Method consultant, and this is the health and fitness pillar, one of the 7 pillars we work with in Yuen Method. And today, I want to show you why the body is not a machine to be fixed. It's an intelligent system to be listened to. Most approaches to health start from the outside. Better food, more exercise, less stress. The right supplements and all those things can help. But Yuen Method starts from a completely different place. It starts with the premise that the body is always communicating. Every symptom, fatigue, pain, inflammation, weight gain, hormonal imbalance is a signal. Not a failure, not a malfunction. A signal from a system that is trying to tell you something. And the question Yuen Method asks is not, how do I suppress this symptom? The question is, where is the energetic weakness that is producing it? Dr. Kam Yuen, the founder of Yuen Method, a Shaolin grandmaster and doctor of chiropractic, understood that physical symptoms are always the last thing to appear. They are the final expression of an imbalance that began at an energetic level, in the midline, in the organs, in the emotional body, or also in the ancestral field. By the time pain shows up in your knee, or fatigue becomes chronic, or your immune system starts struggling, the weakness has already been present for some time. The body has been compensating, and eventually it runs out of capacity to compensate. Yuen Method works at the source, not at the symptom. There is one concept in Yuen Method that matters more than almost anything else when it comes to physical health. It's called the midline. The midline is the central energetic axis of the body, from the crown of the head, through the brain, down the spinal cord, through the sacrum, the coccyx, and into what Yuen Method calls the energy tail. When this axis is strong, tangent, and fully connected, the entire nervous system functions better. Signals travel clearly. The body knows how to regulate, how to change, and how to restore. When the midline is weak, whether from trauma, surgery, chronic stress, overwork, or simply some accumulated energetic depletion, everything downstream is affected. Sleep quality drops, pain sensitivity increases, recovery slows. Immune response weakens. Hormones fluctuate. The body starts borrowing energy from systems that can't afford to give it. Strengthening the midline is the first step in every Yuen Method session. It's not a warm-up, it's the foundation, because without a strong central axis, no amount of external intervention holds for long. And here is something that surprises most people when they first encounter Yuen Method. Physical symptoms often have emotional and energetic causes that the body has stored without the mind knowing. Chronic lower back pain is frequently connected to fear of lack of support, of financial instability, of carrying too much alone. Neck and shoulder tension often holds the weight of responsibilities that were never yours to carry. Digestive issues frequently sit alongside unexpressed emotion, things swallowed rather than said. And this is not metaphor. In Yuen Method, we treat it as energetic fact. The body stores what the mind has not processed. Trauma, whether from this life, from the family line, or from patterns carried across generations. Lives in the tissue, in the fascia, in the nervous system. The correction we do at the end of this video works simultaneously on the physical, emotional, and ancestral layers, because that's how the body actually works, not in separate compartments, but as one integrated system. And one more thing worth saying. Fitness, in the Yuen Method sense, is not about looking a certain way. It's about the body having enough energy, flexibility, and vitality to do what you are here to do. That's a very different motivation, and it tends to produce very different results. So your body is not separate from your life purpose. It's the vehicle for it. When the body is depleted, the capacity for everything else shrinks. Relationships become harder, works become heavier, creativity dries up. The things that matter most require energy, and energy is not infinite unless it's being renewed. Yuen Method treats physical health as a foundation, not as a vanity project, not as a performance, but as the energetic base from which everything else becomes possible. The correction we are about to do is for exactly this, for the body to return to its natural state of strength, vitality, and intelligent self-regulation, not as a goal to reach, as a state to restore. So we start with the correction. You can close your eyes and take one easy breath. I delete direct, indirect, and partially indirect karma between you and me, without mind, without judgment, without criticism, to 0, minus infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time. Restart, recalibrate, reprogram. I strengthen the midline, sacrum, coccyx, energy tail, spinal cord, brainstem, brain. I tension the spinal cord automatically and permanently, at the rhythm of the heartbeat, at the rhythm of the breath. I delete all physical traumas stored in the body, falls, injuries, surgeries, accidents, repetitive strain. I delete them from the tissue, from the fascia, from the nervous system, from this life, from the family line, from the other times and spaces. I delete chronic fatigue, chronic pain, chronic inflammation, and all the energetic patterns underneath them. I delete the belief that this is just how my body works or is. I delete the resignation that says this can't change. I strengthen the central nervous system, brain, cerebellum, brainstem, spinal cord, all 12 pairs of cranial nerves. I strengthen the immune system, the lymphatic system, the endocrine system. I strengthen for natural regulation, sleep, digestion, hormones, energy production. I delete the emotional patterns held in the body, stored fear, stored grief, stored anger. I delete what was swallowed rather than expressed. I delete the weight of responsibilities that were never yours to carry. I strengthen for vitality, physical energy available, renewable and sustained. I strengthen for the body to know how to heal, how to restore, and how to maintain its natural intelligence. I delete to 0, minus infinity, 100% of the time with infinite time. Restart, recalibrate, reprogram. Take a breath, shoulders back, and feel the difference. Is it the same or different? So if something moved for you today, a release of tension and different quality of breath, a subtle shift in how your body feels, that's your physical intelligence responding. If you want to go deeper with this work, individual consultations are available online and in person at my webpage. And subscribe for the next pillar, like this if it helped, and I will see you in the next one.